Hello, I'm Mr. Tolbert from Baker High School in Mobile, Alabama. Just before the Mardi Gras break in the 2019-2020 school year, I gave my pre-capstone English 10 students an assignment I called the Virtue Project. A week-long experience challenging the students to live a purposeful life and practice self-reflection. I'd love to take credit for the idea, however, it came from this book, The Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. In it, Franklin details the period in his life when he was attempting to arrive at what he called moral perfection. He created a year-long program in which he was focused on observing 13 virtues that he deemed necessary to have in order to live a morally perfect life. Speaking of his program, Franklin said that it was excellent and superior to all other methods of self-improvement. At the time of the assignment, the students and I had already been reading Franklin's autobiography for roughly 3 weeks. I wanted them to put Franklin's claim to the test. Is his process effective? What does or can it show us about ourselves? Here's how it went. The students were given 9 virtues to observe over the course of a week, instead of Franklin's original 13. At the end of each day, students were to set time aside to reflect on the events of the past 12 hours and mark any faults to the virtues on a chart that I provided them. Following Franklin's example, we only marked faults on the chart, not successes. In order to help students stay focused on the project, they were also asked to follow Franklin's example of organizing their typical day, specifically setting time aside in the morning to mentally prepare themselves to follow the virtues and make a resolution to do something good that day, and also time in the evening to self-reflect. Here are the virtues that they were tasked with following in the students' own words.
Silence means not to don't say anything, but it means only when you say something, make sure it's beneficial.
To not be mean to others.
Order is making sure that everything is where it should be, where it needs to be.
You put things in order, you have everything set.
Resolution was each day we were supposed to make a resolution, like something to do that day.
If you say you're going to do something, then do it.
Industry. Industry just means that you are procrastinating.
It's always making sure you're productive.
Sincerity means speak truthful words, don't say anything you don't mean.
It means truthfulness and everything you say has value and meaning.
Justice is don't wrong others needlessly. Don't just hit people. That's rude.
Means that you do not hurt anybody, you do not harm anybody. Also means that you stick up for people who are down.
Moderation. It's not taking things to extremes.
Don't hold grudges, kind of. Don't take anything too seriously.
And then cleanliness is making sure everything is clean.
Some might even put in language as in cleanliness. It all depends on you.
And the last virtue is tranquility. And tranquility kind of relates to moderation, I guess, is my understanding. Tranquility is don't overreact to the small things.
You don't take little things as big things.
Benjamin Franklin believed that the way to truly find happiness in life was to always deal with your fellow man with truth, sincerity, and integrity. I embarked on this project with my students to not only encourage them to actively engage with texts that they're reading, but also give them a foundation for improving themselves through a self-reflection program. Here are the results.
But I struggle with silence a lot because it's just so common for us to be rude or sarcastic. I didn't, mean for my words to hurt anyone or specifically be mean, but through this process I thought about it and was I could have said something different.
Industry. The reason is because I'm a huge procrastinator. I have a huge problem with keeping up with anything. I have poor focus. I easily get distracted.
Silence is the one that got me the most because sarcasm is powerful. Plus I have brothers, and you know how that goes.
I did okay with resolution. I tried to make a resolution every day. The first couple days I had the same resolution and I didn't keep it the first day, and then I kept having that same resolution until I kept it, and I kept it over the second and third day, and then I made new ones.
Moderation. I don't seek revenge. I feel like I believe in karma. I feel like even though they did this to you, you do not do it yourself. You do not give them back what they gave you yourself. Let the universe, let God handle it, let someone else handle it. It will come to them.
This sounds counterintuitive because I just said I was mean to my brothers, but tranquility, I don't really, I mean, like, you just kind of count to 3 before you act, you know? Just calm down.
It was definitely like a fun, good project to do. I really liked that he incorporated it. You know, reading about it in a book is one thing, but actually doing it, participating in it, it was really cool to kind of do it and see like what Benjamin Franklin was going through.
I actually like this project. This project really kicks in because, as most people do, they try to find the goodness into what they have did instead of their faults. So they ignore their faults. They think that's canceled out from their good qualities. But I find that this actually can help a lot of people.
It was fun, I guess. It was interesting for sure because you realize how terrible of a person you are.
The Virtue Project is something I'm looking forward to assigning to all my future sophomore English students. Its dual purpose of modeling engagement with text and encouraging self-reflection is accessible to everyone regardless of race, religion, or creed. Through it, I hope more young people are inspired to be critical thinkers and individuals of truth, sincerity, and integrity. Thank you.